Hello everyone, welcome back to Matty Reacts, the channel will take a look at things we've never watched or listened to before. And recently we've done a couple of songs by a band called Midnight Till Morning, which came from Building the Band from Netflix. They're a very interesting boy band who are trying to do things in a slightly different way to the standard boy band and bring a sort of rockier, grittier edge to the music, which I really enjoyed. If you haven't already had a look, then please go and find the reactions on my channel. You might enjoy them if you've found your way here. However, when I was setting up today's recording, I noticed that there was a song out by one of the other bands called 3Quency. Now, there could be songs out from the other bands from the show. Let me know in the comments if there are and I've missed them. But I thought it'd be really interesting to contrast the two songs we've looked at by Midnight Till Morning to this song called Top Down by 3Quency, and see if this is as polished a final product as theirs is. So yeah, let's take a look at what Top Down by 3Quency has got for us.
I can tell that you're greedy by the way that you're feeling. Got you wrapped around my finger, I can tell that you need it. Like a dog with a bone, I can tell what you own. All these diamonds on my body, take them off one by one.
I liked that her, if you've watched the show Building the Band, you'll see that she had like sound waves in different colours on her face every time. I like that they've done that in like jewels in this video. Loosen up the buttons on my coat is very similar to Loosen Up My Buttons, Babe. By the Pussycat Dolls. In terms of the sound, it's not that close. There's some similarities. This is kind of like, so far, if you took a lot of sort of girl groups and sort of merged their styles together. I wouldn't say it sounds particularly like any one girl group, but also it doesn't sound not like any other girl group, is how I would describe this so far.
Down in the driver's seat, turn up the heat, loosen up the buttons on my coat. I'll give you a show. Watch me do it fast or slow. I'ma let you do your thing, but you gotta watch me first. Drive the stick, shift the gears, flip it and ride reverse.
It's so interesting actually, because it's like there is some Pussycat Dolls in there. There's also some Destiny's Child. There's also like little bits of like Sugar Babes I can hear in there. It's a really cool mix actually.
No rehearsal, I already do it perfect. If you really want my body, you better learn it. Oh, we ain't even make it to the door.
She's got a really good voice. Loads of character in there. Listen, the wardrobe designer or the wardrobe lead had a really fun time with this video because they just keep changing outfits. Down in the driver's seat, turn up the heat, loosen up the buttons on my coat. I'll give you a show. Watch me do it fast or slow. Watch me do it, watch me do it, watch me do it, slow. Watch me do it, watch me do it, watch me slow. Super interesting actually. Yeah, it felt like a return to sort of that. I don't want to, you know, keep saying names of people they remind me of, because, you know, although they do, I want to speak about them in their own right. But it does take me back to the times period, you know, the time period of when Destiny's Child were big. It definitely sounds like 2000s R&B girl group, TLC, Destiny's Child, that era of sort of R&B infused girl groups. And it's I don't know that there's anybody doing that at the minute. There quite well could be, because it's not the area of music that I keep on top of the most, to be quite honest. But this is a really good sort of rendition. I liked them as a group on Building the Band. I think they do go together. I think as a first song, it showed off their individual voices and their sort of blending quite well. Yeah, I think all in all, a really positive first step. I think where Minutes to Midnight wanted to do something different as a boy band, 3Quency have instead decided to do a lot of sort of throwing back to the past. Not in a way that is detrimental, it's not a bad thing. I think, most music tries to look back to the past. That's why you see that 80s music comes back around, 90s music comes back around, early 2000s music has already started coming back around. It's good to look back and take inspiration from the things that have come before you. But it's just interesting the two different ways that the groups have decided to go with their first song for obviously 3Quency, and first songs for Midnight to Morning. Yeah, I'd be really interested to see if any of the other groups actually have released recorded original songs, because there's only so much you can get out of covers, right? If you are creating a new band like this show is about, then original songs is really the way you see where a band wants to go. So yeah, I'd like to see more if there's more. Let me know in the comments if I've missed any. Before I do my next recording, I might have a look anyway and see if I've missed any. But yeah, thank you very much for dropping by, and I'll see you again for another reaction video very soon.